Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be making deodorant again, okay y'all? Now it's been about 9 months since I made that first video, and I have made it one other time before this, so I'm just gonna show y'all how to make it and what, the problems and stuff that I've been having with it, right? So let's get to it.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a demo. You don't really know you.
So the first ingredient that we're gonna be using, y'all, is coconut oil. Now I have about 12 sticks here. Let me show y'all the sticks. So these are the new sticks that I got. They come with these, the little top parts to the deodorant. The old ones didn't come with this because these new ones want you to fill from the bottom. This do got me a little nervous because I'm gonna have to let them solidify upside down into this capsule, if that makes sense. And then once they solidify, then we could turn them this way. But while they're liquid, we can't, obviously it's gonna spill, right? So it's gonna be my first time trying it with this. We're gonna put this back on and we're gonna put the top on. If y'all remember my old ones, you fill from the top and they don't leak at the bottom. You just fill from the top, put the top on. Easy. They didn't have a 10-pack, so I went with these. Hopefully we're gonna be good with that. So we're gonna use about two teaspoons per stick. A lot of people had a lot to say last time about my coconut oil being yellow. It was melted and it wasn't yellow. It was the wrapping. It was a reflection from the wrapping. It's white. Just was coming in the comments trying to find anything to say. So now what I've learned is that I don't want to use yellow shea butter because it does stain. So I got this white shea butter. So we got this. And we're going to do also 2 teaspoons per stick. And I'm going to put it in here because I want it to melt. Or because I'm going to melt it. It's Pyrex glass. I'm going to melt it over some heat. One thing I did learn about this, y'all, it is something you're going to have to get used to. Because when you first start wearing this deodorant, first of all, it don't really last long at first. So I had to apply like twice a day. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But after some time, when my body got used to it, I don't have to do it like that no more. Also, these do melt in the summertime. Like if it gets hot, it will melt. So if you have like one of those little small refrigerators, like where you keep Coke and stuff or something like that, or like those refrigerators that like estheticians be having, it's like real small. You can keep it in your bathroom and plug it up. You can put that in there. I don't have one of those, but I just leave mine on the counter and I use it. When I say melt, not turn into liquid, but like when you put it on, it smears a little bit. Like it's not gonna feel like regular deodorant. It's gonna feel kind of wet. Like in the summertime, like if you keep an area hot, it's gonna feel like that. So if that's not something you can get used to, then I guess this just ain't for you. But I will say that's one of the cons in having this deodorant. In the wintertime, it's great. It's perfect. So one of the pros I would say is when you wash up, I don't know, I use a scrubber. I don't know about y'all. I use a scrubber to wash up. And when I use that toxic deodorant, like it feels like you using Dial. I don't know about who use Dial on their skin, but your skin feels like it doesn't come off. Like it's in your skin. Like it feels like it's never coming off when you wash up. But when I use this, I feel smooth under my arms. Like it just come right off, and everything is just smooth. I love that part. So that's another reason why I'll continue to make this deodorant. So we're going to melt this down. I am going to put that to the side for now though. So I did forget to tell y'all that this is, it says Yellow Brick Road, but I think that's just the name of the company. It says pure, unrefined, and raw shea butter, okay? So you want to make sure you get that. So I'm gonna go ahead and melt the shea butter. Okay, so we have our shea butter melted. I'm gonna dump this in here so I can melt this down a little bit. But I'm using this because it's bigger and it's gonna hold all the ingredients. This is just too small. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay, so now that the shea butter and the coconut oil is all melted together, we're gonna take our arrowroot powder. That's gonna get all the sweat up, right? You're gonna use about 3 tablespoons per stick. We're gonna mix that in. So we're gonna do a half a teaspoon of aluminum-free baking soda per stick. Another thing y'all had to say was about the cereal that I feed my kids. Y'all thought y'all ate with that? The good thing about it is they my motherfucking kids. Don't worry about them. The hell? So we just gonna mix that in. So y'all, this is pretty thick. I want this to be a little looser. So I just got a little bit more shea butter that I'm just pouring here, and hopefully I can get it loose. So I'm using my essential oil, my peppermint kind. This is a food grade one, y'all. Let me show y'all. We're gonna do about 10 drops per stick, okay? About. Just figure it out, okay? Listen, this is the same one that I used from last time, and yes, I still do have it, so I'm gonna use it until it ain't no more. Oh, it smells good every single time. I think I'm gonna try lavender next time. This is 100% peppermint, 100%. Y'all, I think that's the end of it now. No more. Oh, it smells so good though. Okay. This is the shea butter that I had got, y'all, that I said I was gonna mix in here to try to loosen it up. They did give me one of these funnels. We're gonna see how good that worked in these little holes. I wish y'all could see. Let me try to show y'all. Let me show y'all. Y'all see? Now y'all can see. They want me to put the funnel in there to try to get it in there. And I know it's gonna make a mess. I know it is. We just gonna do the best we can. Okay? Let's fill these two, because I know these two gonna fill up. Like, I know how to work these already. So we want these to get a little flat. Do that. Those are good. I should have got those, because this bottom filling is annoying. So for these containers, it's got to be extremely liquefied. Extremely. Like, almost like water in order to fit in these containers. So I don't recommend these containers at all. And I'm just using this Q-tip to clear up any blockages. Like if it blocks the hole, just to clear up the hole so it can continue to pour. I don't think I'm gonna have enough, y'all, so I might have to make some more. Because these containers is taking a lot more than the other containers that I had. This is easier to tap it, actually. That one's pretty full. Put that on that one. So I got 3 in the refrigerator and I got 4 right here. I was only able to fill up 7 containers. Okay, it's been a couple hours. They're still upside down. Let's turn them right side up. I'm scared. Ooh. Oh, it even has a little heart. Look, y'all. I'm super excited about this, y'all. I can't believe they came out right with the little heart. Okay, come through. Oh, they still smell good too. Okay, let's push them up and look at them. The first push up is always hard. Look. So y'all, they did come out good. I was a little nervous about the new containers, but I'll link them below if y'all want to use them, but I really don't recommend them. I'm gonna link the other ones below because these aren't my favorite. But y'all know I'm going to have all the ingredients list below. If y'all have any questions about these, please comment. I will answer all the comments that I possibly can, okay? Don't forget, y'all, the ingredients are listed below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Let me know what else y'all want me to whip up, what else y'all want to learn, and all of that. Bye.
Hit that subscribe button.